all people are born with, are created, are designed with a program that directs us towards using all of our desires for our own self-benefit. That is true for
That's what a
any
dog
human
does.
being.
That's what a
Any
dog
human
does. And a
being.
dog is not evil. That's what a bird does. A bird is not evil. Every
Sure,
creature does that. I
sure,
don't call a
but
bird evil. I don't call an ant evil. They're born. They get up in the morning. They say, okay,
mhm.
well, I need to do this for the hive. I need to go get something to eat. I need to make a baby ant. It's not evil.
Yeah, but the human is different. The human um, has a conscious. The animals, they fulfill their desires. They have simpler desires: food, sex, shelter, procreate. You know, all that stuff. Um, they go to fulfill their desire, and that's it. The human is different. We develop this idea, this intention to enjoy from being more than others, from having more or being more than others, and we build ourselves on the ruin of others. And now it doesn't mean that every person it manifests in a big way, but the program is latent and exists in each and every human being. And we need, as a collective species, we need to recognize that to some extent. We have to achieve a certain level of recognition, of awareness of what we are, that we are operated by this program. Check this out. Okay, so this is Kabbalist Baal Sulam. In Introduction to the Book of Zohar, he writes this: all the pains we suffer are but revelations of the nothingness and harmfulness of the intention to receive for oneself. So let's unlock that. Let's unpack that. So, and every pain that we experience in this world is part of this revelation of our intention that is opposite from the intention of the governing force of nature. We are gradually discovering what is this program called, that he calls intention to receive for oneself, that operates us. Now, sometimes it manifests in these horrible events, which are really the embodiment of that intention, right? But it doesn't have to happen that way. It can happen on a conscious level. Indeed, when all humans agreed to abolish their intention to receive for themselves, and their desires will only work to bestow upon their fellow humans. Important distinction here. We don't need to cancel our desires to live and enjoy life and have fulfillment in life. The abolishment that he's talking about here is a deeper program that operates our desires. It's the purpose for which we enjoy. It's the purpose for which we receive pleasure. It's the direction in which we use our desires. When that direction is towards ourselves, then it keeps us opposite from the spiritual fulfillment, from the spiritual reality. When all humans agree to relinquish that, and their desires will only work to bestow upon their fellow humans, all worries and jeopardy in the world would cease to exist. We would all be assured of a healthy and wholesome life, as each of us would have the whole world caring for us. That's the answer for what you asked before. If we're so interdependent and interconnected, how can one be safe? That's the only way to be safe. We have to introduce a new intention in the body of humanity, a new system, a new direction for the cells of for all people to work for. Last one. While each of us only has a desire to receive for oneself, which is the current state that we experience in our world, this is the source of all the worries, suffering, wars, and slaughter and mass shootings that we cannot escape. Ultimately, that's the nature of evil, if you want to put it like that. That's the technical, the mechanical nature of it.
Okay, good idea. Everyone should be happy and love each other, and that would be great, and then we would have no problems.
Yeah, but I'm not saying, he's not saying to us here, and I'm not saying it either, that it's just going to happen. Kabbalah is not this utopian think. Okay, so the whole problem is that we're evil towards each other. We need to be good and loving towards each other, and everything will be great. No, it's a
Yep, yeah,
complicated
that's what it
process.
sounds like.
Well, it's not what we're saying. What we're saying is this: there is a process of recognition of evil that needs to happen, and a development of our conscious desire to be something else. That's called free choice. Free, a volitional, conscious participation in our evolution. That's what nature needs from us. So the mind and heart of the human have to evolve. That's our next level of evolution. So it's not that we can just be good to each other. That's not what we're saying. We're actually saying the exact oppositeness. In this world, we're all not good towards each other. We're all more or less aware, but we are all intending for ourselves. We're all trying to fulfill our self-benefit. That's what we are. But once we recognize that, number one, and want to be in a more advanced state, number two, that's where nature can then, the natural program can then move us to the next stage of evolution. It's only a conscious development that needs to happen in the human, nothing else.